What's up everyone, welcome to the Match Betting for Beginners YouTube channel. This is the first video on this channel which is going to be dedicated to match betting. There's going to be tips, tricks, guides, tutorials, reviews, everything match betting related, everything you'll need to know about match betting is going to be on here. Everything that I've learned in the last 3 years of match betting, I'm going to be sharing that all with you on this channel. So if you've found this video and you've never heard of match betting before, or maybe you've heard of match betting but you're not sure exactly what it is or how it works, I'm going to give you a brief overview in this video of what match betting is and how we use it to make a profit. So match betting is essentially where we're going to be taking advantage of bookmaker offers to make a profit, make a consistent profit. Now the bookmaker offers will come in all different shapes and sizes, as I'll get to in a minute. But the reason that these bookmakers offer so many promotions, as I'm sure you've probably seen them, is that they are A, trying to attract new customers, whilst also B, keeping hold of the customers that they've already got. So why is this so important to them? Because the gambling industry in the UK is worth an estimated £14.5 billion per year, according to the UK Gambling Commission. So with the gambling industry being so lucrative, and with there being over 50 bookmakers in the UK all fighting for a slice of that profit, that is why it's so competitive. That is why a lot of them offer free bets and bonuses. That is one of the ways in which they compete with each other. So what type of promotions do bookmakers generally offer? A lot of the offers you'll see are free bets. Those are some of the best offers around. Other offers will include refunds if X or Y happens. So for example, if it's a football match, you could get an offer where it's a refund if a specific player scores or if a specific team wins. Or if it's a horse race, you could get an offer where you would get money back as a free bet or your money back in cash if your horse finishes second or third. All these different kinds of offers can all be used to make profit. And yeah, stick with me, I'm going to show you exactly how. Weekly free bet clubs, some bookmakers will have offers of, for example, if you bet £25 between Monday to Friday, then we'll give you a £5 free bet on the Saturday. Some will have bet 5 times £5 during the week, give you a free bet at the weekend, that kind of thing. Very similar offers there. Price boosts, free spins, I'm sure you've seen a lot of these offers around, and there's a lot more as well, and they can all be used with match betting techniques to make profits. So do you need any prior knowledge to getting started with match betting? In short, no, not really. I mean, a knowledge of sports would be an advantage to you, but it's not necessary. I do know quite a few people who have started match betting and they knew nothing about sports when they got started. They weren't really interested in sports, but they wanted to make a bit of extra money, so they got started match betting. And again, it doesn't really matter if you haven't placed a bet before, or if you've never been into a bookmaker's, or if you've never been on a bookmaker's site. You know, it's not going to stop you match betting. In some instances, that could be an advantage for you. If you have no bookmaker accounts whatsoever and you're starting from the absolute beginning, then when you are completing the welcome offers, the sign-up offers, you're going to have more offers to choose from because you don't already have any accounts open. So that could actually play out in your favour. The only thing I would recommend if you are brand new is stick to the main sports events and the popular sports. So the main sports really, in my opinion, are horse racing and football. So if you are going to be betting, then I would recommend doing match betting on them sports. So for example, football happens most of the year round, and I would mainly stick to the main European leagues, the UK leagues, Premier League, Championship, that kind of thing. Champions League games, you know, all the high profile games, all the high profile teams, anything like that, I would stick to them. And again, horse racing, I would stick to the UK meetings if possible. The main idea behind this is that we're trying to blend in and act like the regular punter, because if the bookmaker does find out that all we're doing is taking advantage of the offers and nothing else, you know, they will sometimes say, all right, well, you're not having any more offers, etc. I will get into that in more detail further down the line. It's not something you need to worry about really if you're just getting started, but it is worth knowing. So what are the requirements to start match betting? Well, you need to be a UK resident and you need to be over the age of 18. Those are the requirements, as far as I know, to open a betting account. And then you will need a small amount of money to start with. I would recommend £25 as a minimum, and kind of £100 as a maximum. You could start with more, but if you are brand new to this, I'd say 100 will suffice, and yeah, that'll be fine. No matter what you start with, you are going to be doing the same offers. It's just that with a bigger bankroll, you will be able to do more than one offer at once. However, again, if you are just starting out, it might be advantageous to just do one offer at once until you get into the hang of how it all works and the terminology, etc. So how much can you make from match betting? These are estimates, not exact figures, but I have been match betting for quite a few years now, so these are what I would say are quite accurate. So the welcome offers, there are currently over 50 profitable welcome offers listed on ODDSMONKEY or Profit Accumulator. If you don't know what they are match betting services that will essentially help you in finding offers, and they'll also guide you in explaining how to take advantage of all these offers as well. So there are over 50 welcome offers listed on them, and they're worth roughly about £600 once you've completed them all. That would be £600 profit. Reload offers, or existing customer offers, essentially, I would estimate anywhere from £200 to £1,000 a month, depending on a couple of things. So firstly, I think it depends how much time you've got to dedicate to match betting. If you've only got like 15-20 minutes a day, you're probably talking around the £200 a month mark profit. If you've got 2 to 3 hours a day, maybe, if you've got slightly longer, you could get very close to that £1,000 a month profit, in my opinion. It does also depend on your bankroll as well. If you've got a very small bankroll, chances are you're not going to get to the £1,000 a month profit. But if you build your bankroll up over time, then there's no reason why you can't get to that level. And casino offers, I have kept these separate to the existing customer offers because they do have an added element of risk. Casino offers are not what we would normally class as risk-free. You can lose money on the casino offers, and so they are normally for the more experienced match better. But I have seen people reporting some really good profits from casino offers lately, so they're definitely worth checking out once you have completed all the welcome offers, and I would estimate they're worth probably around £500 a month, depending again how much time you've got, what kind of bankroll you're working with, etc. So me personally, I started match betting in 2016, and since then I've made over £50,000 in profit in the last 3 years. Not saying that to brag, anything like that. That's just to let you know that there is a lot of money out there to be made from match betting. Now, don't get me wrong, match betting has evolved over the last 3 years. It's not quite the same now as it was in 2016 when I first started. It has got slightly tougher. We do have to do a little bit more to make those kind of profits. But, I am seeing people reporting some really good levels of profit. So, yeah, it's definitely still a lot of money to be made with match betting. And that 3 years does include periods of time away from match betting. I haven't match betted for 2 to 3 hours a day every day for 3 years. I have had months off at a time, sometimes just a couple of weeks here and there, but I always do find myself coming back to match betting because it is so profitable, and once you've learned it, then you're not going to forget it. It's not something that you have to keep constantly learning and learning and learning. Once you've learned it and you understand how each offer works, then you just apply that to each bookmaker, and then you can keep profiting for the long term. So if you do want to get started with match betting, there are 2 match betting services that I recommend. One of them is ODDSMONKEY and the other is Profit Accumulator. I'll put the links below for the free trial for each of them. You probably won't need both of them, as although they are slightly different and have slightly different features, they do essentially do the same things. They'll teach you how to do match betting, they'll show you what offers are available today, tomorrow, etc. So definitely check them both out. If you are a complete beginner, it's worth knowing that Profit Accumulator does have video guides for every single welcome offer, whereas ODDSMONKEY has some video guides and some written guides. So whichever ones you would prefer to follow along with, then definitely check them both out. They are slightly different interfaces as well, so it might be just a case of what you prefer. If you do use my link, I will get a small commission from either ODDSMONKEY or Profit Accumulator. However, as my way of saying thank you for using my link, if you just simply DM me on one of the social media links below, I will send you my 100% free top 5 tips to match betting PDF. This is something that I've created based on what I've learned over the last 3 years. Some of the tips in there are things that I wish I knew before I started match betting. Some of them are mistakes that I've made along the way that have cost me a bit of money here and there, and so if you can not make the same mistakes I've made, it will save you money, and yeah, hopefully that'll be helpful for you. Also, if you want, I will send you the exact spreadsheet that I personally use for tracking my match betting profits. The services that I've just mentioned, ODDSMONKEY and Profit Accumulator, do have a profit tracking system integrated into their software, so if you like, you can track your profits using them sites. However, I still prefer to use my own spreadsheet. It helps me staying organised, it helps me keeping track of where the money is, where my withdrawals are coming from, etc, etc. If you've got any questions, comment below, join the Facebook group. I'll try and answer as many questions as I can in there. Whether you're just starting out or whether you've been match betting for a while, everybody's welcome in the Facebook group. Also, check out the site matchbettingforbeginners.co.uk. I am uploading a lot of content onto there. There's guides, tutorials, step by step, everything you need. Screenshots on there as well, reviews. Check it out. There's some good content on there if you want to learn more. Also, what I would really love is if this video has inspired you to give match betting a go. Let's say you started with a free trial, you made some profit, and then you kept going along your match betting journey. Come back in a couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, whatever works for you. Obviously, go at your own pace. But I would love it if people came back and say, thanks, Chris, I started match betting and I've made X amount of profit and it's really helped me. And yeah, just let me know how you're finding match betting. And until the next video, thanks for watching.